What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Letitia and this is That's So Letitia. And for today's video, I am going to be doing for you guys a fun, easy, summer inspired bronze makeup look. So let's get right into it. First and foremost, as always, a primer that I actually applied a little bit already to my face is by Fenty Beauty. This is their Pro Filt'R Soft Matte Primer. And since that primer has already been applied, I am now going to go in with my foundation. Foundation I will be using is by Nars. Can you guys see that there? And this is their light reflecting foundation in the shade Macao. So I will be applying a little bit of this to the back of my hand there. And as I am applying my foundation, hello to all of my new subscribers, new supporters. Welcome guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you are enjoying the content thus far. If there is any comments, questions, suggestions that you have, that is why that comment box is below. Definitely feel free to leave me all the comments. I do answer them. Leave me all the questions. I do answer those as well. So to apply the foundation, I will be using, this is a NYX foundation brush. And the concealers I will be using, the first one is by Nars. This is their Soft Matte Complete Concealer. Can you guys see that? And this one is in the shade number and name Dark Zero or Chocolate. And I will be applying it to just my under eye area using my Morphe M224 brush. Just a little bit. This one I love because it gives me coverage, as I've said in previous videos, without like really highlighting my under eye area. It's definitely amazing for when you just want to conceal. You don't want to draw any attention to, bring any awareness to, at least in the shade that I got it in. Now, if you prefer, which I typically do, at least depending on the look I'm doing, if you prefer a concealer that is a shade or two lighter than your foundation, then you can use that as well. But for this shade, which is very close to my complexion, it conceals, it hides, and that's it. That's all I needed to do. This one is so subtle in terms of you being able to see it that some days I use it to like spot correct if I don't want to wear foundation, but I may have a blemish, blackhead, pimple or something, or you know, puffiness under my eyes that I need to be concealed. That is my go-to concealer in that shade. And then in terms of bringing a tad bit of brightness or lifting, I will be using a concealer. This is the Faux Filt'R Concealer by Huda Beauty. And this one is in the shade named Salted Caramel. And for this one, I will be applying using the doe's foot. And I will be just applying that to my outer eye area. See this one, it's, you know, you can see it in terms of the shade being just a little bit brighter. And then just going to do the same here. And if you guys remember from my previous video that I did when I first reviewed this one, it's a good concealer, but don't let this one catch you slipping. It honestly dries rather quick. And to blend in the concealers, I'm going to be using a Pro brush by Sephora. This one is number 56. And we're just going to blend in or out, however, whichever way you prefer to say it, these concealers. And then to set the concealers, I will be using a setting powder by Fenty Beauty. This is their Pro Filt'R Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Nutmeg. And I will be applying it using a damp beauty sponge, light layers. And then, per usual, to set our entire face and make everything just look a little bit more blended together, I'm going to be using a multi-complexion powder, and this is by Too Faced in the shade Chai. I hit pan, y'all. Finally on something I hit pan. I'm so used to having like all these products and not being able to see the actual pan they come in. Not this one. This is my baby. See y'all? Oops, see that there? Y'all get what I'm trying to say. And to apply it, I will be using, and this is by e.l.f. This is a pointed powder brush and just very light layer, and that is across my entire face. And the bronzer I will be using, it is by Fenty Beauty. This is from their Sun Stalk'R little mini eye and face palette, and it's in the shade Thick Mint, which is the richest shade bronzer in the palette here. And normally I use like a more fuller brush to apply my bronzer. I'm gonna try something different this time. So I will be using, and this is by Eco Tools. It is a full blush brush, but this one I can kind of manipulate it to get exactly where I want it to be, and then we'll blend it out if need be. So I'm literally just going to go into Thick Mint, and wish me luck, y'all. That's cute. I'm just going to apply that. I've really been trying to get heavy into my bronzers because I love the look that it gives, but it's like I'm still kind of going back and forth. Do I want a heavy bronze? Do I just want a more subtle look? And for some looks, I just want that pow, like you can really see it. And I'm still toying around with various bronzers, you know, looking for that good one that doesn't just necessarily blend in with my skin complexion and my foundation. But this palette has been a godsend because it kind of lets me customize, you know, through the various shades that they have. If I want heavy bronzer, you know, I can do like, what is it? Cocoa Naughty and Figment. If I want more of a subtle, I can just do like Cocoa Naughty. So yeah, it all depends on your preference. I remember at one point, me and bronzers were like strangers, but now I'm starting to really dig them more, especially this palette, because this palette, you can use it as a bronzer, you can use it, you know, to highlight, and then you can also use it as eyeshadow, which I think is so cool, especially traveling. You don't have to travel with much. And then to set my eyes for our eye look, for our shadow, I'm going to apply a little bit more of Huda Beauty Faux Filt'R concealer, and I'm going to apply that to my entire eye area. And the shadow I will be applying, it is from the Natasha Denona Bronze Palette. This is a bomb palette, y'all. The transition shade that I will be using from this palette is Beach, which is this shade here. And I will be applying it using my Morphe M504 brush. This is a good palette to have. There are some very good bronze palettes that come in all various price points. I actually did a video a few videos back featuring the new one by Morphe, which is also a really good bronze palette. But this palette, she does what she needs to do. And speaking of which, I haven't like had any issue with any Natasha Denona palettes. Though her pigment, the consistency across the board, it does what it needs to do for me. The second shade that I'm going to go in with, it is this shade here, which is called Suntan. And I will be using a Morphe. This one is M433. And I will be applying this one lightly to your crease area. And I'm going to do the same to this eye as well. Or if you're like me, you don't have a defined crease, we're going to find the socket, and that's where you're going to focus on putting suntan. And don't worry, we're gonna blend it out with a different brush. We're not gonna leave it looking like that. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna have y'all in these streets looking bad. And to blend it out, I will be using by Eco's Tools. This is a angled crease brush, no product. I'm just going to blend that out. And our lid shade is going to be Magma, which is this shade here. And I will be applying that using a Eco Tools shade brush. And you can bring that up towards your crease as well. For my lower lash line, I will be applying first Huda Beauty's Life Liner in the shade Extreme Black or Very Black. And there are two sides. I will actually be using the Pintu version of the eyeliner. And next I will apply a bit of Magma, which is this shade here, on top of the liner using a smudge brush by Eco Tools. And we're just going to smudge that out a bit. And for my blush, of course, Juvias Place the Saharan Blush Volume 1. And for this one, I will be using Abby and Neo. These two here, using a Eco Tools blush brush. And I won't be applying it heavy. Like this look is, this is kind of like a everyday, every occasion bronze look, if you know what I mean. Like that's the vibe I'm going for with this one. Not too much, you know, just enough to kind of complement your, you know, maybe your summer tan that you have going on. Or if you're like me and you're in the house all the time, a fake it till you make it kind of, you know, vacation glow, you know, that we can only achieve using makeup because we're in the house. So yeah, that's what this look is supposed to be. But by all means, if you want to go up, if you want it, you know, to make it a little bit more dramatic, I say go for it. For highlight, for a bit of shimmer, I will be using by Becca Cosmetics. This is their Shimmer Skin Perfector Pressed Highlight, and it's in the shade named Chocolate Geode. I know I butchered that. It's okay. Don't come for me in the comments. This is what it looks like. It is so, this shade is so stunning. Oh my gosh. Let me see if you guys can see it. Hopefully you can. This shade, it's amazing. And little backstory. And I will be using a fanned Eco Tools brush to apply it. Okay, backstory. Y'all remember just like not that long ago, Becca was going out of business and, you know, press release, they're done, they're out of business and everything was on clearance. Ma'am, I got like 4 of these for like under $10 a piece, I want to say. And I literally just looked on several websites, 40 bucks all over again. Like Smashbox picked them right on up. It's like they never left. And you know, I don't do highlight like that, but I know Becca is a great brand, and when I saw that they were going out of business, I'm like, okay, I gotta jump on this so I can have me $40. Thank gosh I caught the sale that I did, because now everything done went right back up to regular price. Oh, but yeah, look, oh, that's beautiful. Look, just, yes. Okay, I'm happy. And for my lips, I'm going to first line using MAC Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Chestnut. And then Morphe lip gloss in the shade Nars. And we're just going to use that to fill it in. Okay guys, so voila! This is the final look. We basically did everything together on camera with the exception of my eyebrows, of course, because they're boring, and my lashes. Lashes, Kiss Contour in the style named Teddy. So this is it. This is my contribution to Ron's Makeup Summer 2022. Tell me, what do you guys think? Did you like it? I like it. I feel like it's giving. You can do this during the day. You can transition it to night. Just smoke it out. Maybe use more deeper toned bronze shades if you want to smoke it out for night. Let me know. And as always, in the description box, a list of all the items that I used to achieve this look. Definitely feel free to like, thumbs up, comment, view, share, do all the things that it is that you guys do that I definitely appreciate when you come to my channel. And for old time's sake, there's some videos over here that maybe you guys have not yet seen. Check those out. Let me know what you think about those as well. You guys be well, stay safe, stay hydrated. Please stay safe out here in these streets. And until next time, we shall chat again soon.